Hello dear students, grade 12. Today we are going to have a lecture on phrases, okay? And as it appears in front of you on the screen, we are going to identify the different 5 kinds of phrases, okay? Now, very good. Now the first kind, a phrase, first we are going to define the meaning of a phrase. A phrase is a group of related words that is used as a single part of speech and that does not contain both a verb and its subject. I mean, if we have a group of words with no subject, no verb, then this is a phrase. Okay? Then we have 5 kinds of phrases. Okay? Prepositional phrase. Let's have an example. Under the bed. Prepositional phrase. Very simple, and it starts with the preposition under. Participial phrase. The participial phrase, it starts with a part of the verb, either a word that ends with ed or a word that ends with ing, present participle. Like discarded needlessly. Gerund phrase, painting the house. You can replace the gerund by a noun. Painting the house. So here, painting, I can replace it by a noun, so it's a gerund. It's not a participial. The participial is part of the verb, but the gerund can be replaced by a noun. Number 4, infinitive phrase. Of course, the infinitive phrase is very simple. It starts with to go, to play, to eat, to dance, right? This is the infinitive. I mean, it's very simple. To go quickly, to go quickly, infinitive phrase. A positive phrase, the appositive phrase, okay, gives information about the word that comes before it. So it's an appositive phrase and you studied it in the SAT. If the underlined word group in each of the following sentences is a phrase, write phrase on the line. If the word group is not a phrase, write no on the line. And we are going to mention if it's a phrase or not, and at the same time we are going to mention what kind of phrase is it. Let's look at the written example, which is answer. Some people love working in the kitchen while others don't. When I look at the underlined words, working in the kitchen, working is not a verb. It's part of the verb. Okay? Love working in the kitchen. Okay? So I can here replace working with a noun. Okay? So it's a gerund phrase. They love working in the kitchen. Love swimming, love eating, love dancing. Okay? So this is a gerund phrase and working is not a verb. Number 1. Many devices help to make a cook's work easier. If I look at the underlined words, okay, you don't have a verb because to make is not a verb. Infinitive is part of the verb and it's not a main verb. So here the underlined words, to make a cook's work easier, infinitive phrase. Very good. Number 2, mincing onions. Mincing means cutting. Cutting onions in a food processor takes only a minute. Now, mincing onions, gerund phrase. Why? Because I can replace mincing by a noun. Cutting, okay, changing it into simpler forms. So, gerund phrase. Number 3, even simple tools like a good knife, a utensil used for centuries. The underlined words used for centuries. As I told you, if we have a participle which ends by ed or ing, whether past participle or present participle, they are parts of verbs and they are not verbs, they are not main verbs. Here we have a past participle, So it's a participial phrase. Number 4, baking. Then he is giving me more information about baking. And these words are preceded by a comma, and after these words, okay, and they are followed by a comma. This is a what? An appositive phrase. And the appositive phrase gives more information about the word before it. Baking. What can you tell me more information about baking? It's considered a time-consuming task. Can also be simple because of bread machines. Very good. Then I move to number 5. Even fancy food processors cannot touch what is coming in the future. Now here, if I focus on the underlined words, I have a subject, food processors. I have a verb, cannot touch. So these words, they are not considered to be a phrase. So I will write beside number 5, no. No means it's not a phrase because he's telling me, okay, in the above lines, if the underlined word group in each of the following sentences is a phrase, write phrase on the line. If the word group is not a phrase, write no on the line. So beside number 5, I will write no. Now this exercise is in our grammar books, page 66. So we answered number 1, infinitive phrase. Number 2, gerund phrase. Number 3, participial phrase. Number 4, appositive phrase. Number 5, no. Then let's move to number 6. Researchers at Top Labs dream of kitchens equipped with sensors and computer chips. If it's not underlined here, underline starting from equipped with sensors and computer chips. And here we have a past participle, equipped with sensors and computer chips, participial phrase. Number 7, refrigerators and storage cabinets will be able to order foodstuffs online before the cook knows the supply is low. The cook subject knows the verb. Then we write no because this is not a phrase because we have a subject and a verb. So number 7, no phrase. No. 8, talking countertops will be able to weigh ingredients and guide cooks through difficult recipes. Through difficult recipes, prepositional phrase starts with the preposition through. Very good. Then even oven mitts program to tell cooks, to tell infinitive phrase. Excellent. Then sadly there is no help yet for most cooks. Least enjoyed task. We want to give more information about this least enjoyed task, kitchen clean up. So kitchen clean up, a positive phrase. Thank you so much. And that's the end of our lecture here about the different kinds of phrases. Thank you so much, my dear students.